I'm so enthusiastic about my love of spirit, both incarnate and discarnate. And I think it's time now that we started looking ahead. We can see around us the problems and the trials of everyday life. We don't have to go very far now. But we've got to think of tomorrow. We've got to think about the years ahead, what we can learn from today and move us forward in our thinking. And the one thing that we've all been aware of, I believe, well, most of us anyway, is the power of the individual, that each person is precious. Each person has people around them in some way, whether they're, in the company of them or not, and that nobody should be excluded. Each person, each individual is important to the world. And I believe that because we are all a part of the Great Spirit, then without every single individual, our world would not operate. Because we are all an integral part of that huge power of God. And I want us to remember that each one of us has a place in the scheme of things. Maybe most days of your life you might think, what am I doing with my life? Where am I going? What's my mission? What's my purpose? And maybe you're looking for a bigger picture. Maybe you're looking for a bigger world. But the one we've got is pretty good, And the one we've got, there's a lot of people in it who need help and support. And I believe that being a spiritualist isn't just about being a medium, not being just a healer, not just about being trance and everything else that's associated with it. But it's about learning to be a decent person and understanding and accepting that not everybody can think the way we do. Not everybody may be ready for that. But we each have a part to play in humanity. And as long as we can be there for each other in a small way, not sacrificing, not to become some kind of messiah, if you like, but just to be an individual that tries to do their best. That's all we can do. And I feel that if we hold on to that thought that we don't have all the tools at our fingertips, but every single one of us has got innate compassion. We have an empathy towards other people. We actually care. And therefore, we can show that care maybe with just a phone call, maybe an email, maybe just a thought. We've talked about the power of thinking, just thinking about other people who are perhaps worse off than ourselves, sending them healing, and not so that we can go to the spirit world saying, look how much work I've done. But maybe we get there and we look to see how much we didn't do. But to recognize that each individual is valuable, may not be on your wavelength or on mine, but they are still spirit. They have the same amount of spirit as I do and you do. And we need to acknowledge that they have a part to play as well. We have got a long way to go. This pandemic has shown us that. The world is in a terrible state at the moment. But it's not going to always be like this. Some good's going to come out of it. And we've got to remember that the one thing we can do is just to be there with a kind word for each other. We may not have the solution. We certainly don't have a magic wand, but we do have a voice. So stand up for the spirit. Show people by example who you are, and not just hide under any title or banner, but be proud to be a spiritualist, because I am. Thank you.